August 1st regular council meeting. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Dan, would you lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
McKeever?
Here.
Myers?
Here.
Wireball?
Here.
Saunders?
Here.
Sheriff?
Here.
Siegel?
Here.
Young?
Here.
All right, we have before you the minutes from July 19th regular meeting.
So Vicky sent in some corrections. I did correct the spelling / grammatical errors, but the stuff that she added in, I left up for y'all to decide whether or not you want to change that.
Could you clarify what's red and what is black?
Did it not scan in that way?
No, I want to understand, is the red what she wanted to
Yeah,
change?
red is her correction. So
And-
anything that was a spelling error, capitalization, grammatical, those things I corrected. The only thing that I believe I did not correct was if she added something to like extend what was being said.
I'll move to approve as presented here. I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Granting permission for visitors to speak.
Hi, my name is Greg White. I live at 1125 Hillcrest Drive. Friday when I came home, I found a mess in my driveway, along with everybody that lived on Hillcrest Drive. All the road grindings that they broomed were in everybody's driveway. They were all the way up to my garage. Took me half an hour to blow them back out the street. I contacted the safety director, who said it was Bucyrus Road Materials problem. I called Terry up. Said, hey, you gotta come out and look at this mess. Well, my neighbors down the road was out there scrubbing the tar off her approach into her driveway on her hands and knees. Okay? That was ridiculous. Okay? I appreciate Terry coming out because he actually saw everything that was out there. It was a mess. That's unacceptable. Somebody should have been out there checking up on these projects, okay? Making sure people's driveways did not have grindings in their driveways that could drive over, take it into their house, into their garages. Everybody out there, and Terry used to be my neighbor, takes care of that neighborhood. So it's a very nice neighborhood for people to walk and stuff. But when you come home to see that kind of mess in your driveway, it's a bunch of BS. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got a question?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
After you were told that it was road materials problem, did you get any other communication from anybody?
A gentleman from the city came out, would not tell me his name, drove his personal four-door, dark gray Toyota mini pickup truck, was on the phone, said he was going to get a street sweeper out there and a guy to blow it off, which the guy did, and I told Terry this, and I appreciate it. I even, before the first meeting, I told Terry, thank you for having somebody come out and actually clean it up.
Is everything to your satisfaction right now?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it was nice, but the only thing is to come home to that
Sure.
and pull in your driveway with a ton of crap in your driveway, and you know what happens when you drive over that in your driveway, it turns completely black. Valerie was down the street on her hands and knees, and I was shocked, you know what? Seeing this woman on her hands and knees with a garden hose out there and cleaner and rags, cleaning the tar off her approach going into her driveway. You know? And then the guy from the city who came out, I even thank the guy that came out and blew everything off, the city guy with the orange shirt and the white sunglasses. I thanked him, but the other guy said, well, it's even going to get worse when they finish up and put the second coat on. I said, well, I hope it doesn't look this mess when they put the second coat down. And the other thing I want to bring up too is, why isn't our curbs and gutters being fixed first? Okay? Terry even saw it. I even talked to him. He knows what I'm talking about. Okay? The curbs and gutters out there are not, I'm not saying the whole way in the street, but parts of the street, and especially out of my driveway, I have huge chunks about this big out of my curbs and gutters, okay? We were told 2 years ago, when this project was first put on the books, that the curbs and gutters would have been fixed first, prior to the grindings. Matter of fact, the city guy, who would not tell me his name, come out and said, he didn't even know that they were paving out there today. I thought that was kind of humorous.
Well, in that respect, I do know that when a contract's awarded, you know, a lot of times the city employees aren't gonna know when the
I understand that,
contractor will.
and he didn't
will
even
show
know
up.
in the contract whether the gutters were supposed to be repaired, replaced out there. My understanding from 2 years ago, when they first discussed all this, and we came to council meetings and stuff, that the curbs and gutters were gonna get fixed first.
It was after I left.
Yes, and then they were gonna redo the road, okay? So I would like, Terry knows what I'm talking about, he came
Sure.
out and looked. It looks a mess out there. A lot of curbs and gutters need fixed, okay? People take pride in our neighborhood out there. So I'm asking council, some of you members, if you don't have time, come on out, check them out, because they're in bad shape. Some are in really bad shape in people's driveways and stuff. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Seeing none, moving on, communications and petitions,
No.
standing committee reports, plating,
We just had our public hearing and we referred all the legislation to be voted on this evening by council.
public lands and buildings,
Nothing this time.
health and safety,
No report, Madam President?
finance,
No report.
economic development,
No report.
service,
No report this time.
and the mayor's not here. Would you like to address traffic commission?
I was on vacation during
Okay.
this, they did have a meeting last
Okay.
Tuesday, and I did follow up with Ms. Patterson about it. She said there was nothing that came out of the meeting that's gonna have any changes or legislation, so.
Okay. Thank you. All right, may I have a motion to accept the one report?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick, a second by Mr. Myers. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. There's no report from the mayor.
There's no report from the mayor today.
Report of city officials. Mayor's not here and he did not submit anything. There is in your packet from Safety Service Director. Round 1, Parcher Road, the water line expansion project started this week. They delivered a construction schedule for the project to all the residents. Number 2, the Riley Reservoir, they're installing a new overflow this week. ODNR mandates it. Weather permitting, the Riley Reservoir will be closed to the public during the project. The project should only take a week. Number 3, septic tanks. Per the EPA, our MS4 stormwater permit states that if a sewer is available, the property owner is required to tie into the sewer system, and they've mailed out 5 letters. Airport projects. The Apron C expansion and taxiway C rehab is complete. CMT is continuing to work with the contractor to finish the fencing and the obstruction lighting. The asphalt paving has been completed on the parallel taxiway C and runway 4 PAPI. And the grading and seeding will continue in August along with the punch list and the electrical. Number 5 on Miller Park. This is the last full week of the summer, and then they'll only be open on the weekends through Labor Day. Number 6, Arrowhead Drive, the paving is anticipated to be done on this project this week, and then the restoration work will begin. Number 7, Mill and Pave, excuse me. We'll be able to add 2 streets to the phase 2 because Kokosing was able to mill them. Number 8, City Hall Tower. The fence around the tower by the City Hall building was hit by a vehicle, and they're getting quotes to turn into the insurance. Number 9, Columbia Gas, is some contractor working with Columbia Gas is replacing some of the gas lines throughout town. Number 10, the Bratwurst Festival, all non-emergency offices in the city will be closed from noon to 5 p.m. on Friday, August 19th, 2022 for the Bratwurst Festival. And number 11, Labor Day, all non-emergency offices will be closed on Monday, September 5th, 2022 to observe Labor Day. Mr. Gerner.
So Gordon Grove, my property maintenance inspector or property maintenance office guy, submitted a letter. He's conducted 156 property inspections, 126 re-inspections. We've issued notice of violation to 152 properties, issued condemnation orders to 8 properties. 57 properties that are either in court or going to court. 46 of those initial properties have been brought into compliance. 2 properties have been brought into compliance through court action. There are 30 incomplete and open inspections. Richland County Building Department has 1 property under their building department, and 19 properties are currently in violation, but no real course of action is available. So he just wanted to update, and I thought it was important to update you guys. He does a good job. He's always out there. And the frustrating part for him, and we're working on it, is he'll send out a notice of violation, and then it'll go to court, and he gives them 10 days or whatever to fix or remedy the grass, trash, weeds, rubbish, structural issues, whatever the case may be. And then we go to court, and the court will give them 30 days, a year, those types of things. So some of the disconnect is just in municipal court and the fact that property maintenance is not a priority when you're dealing with domestic violence and drug abuse and those types of issues. And I try to explain to Gordon, it's a process. But there are a significant list of houses. The guy who was here talked about the trailer on Highland, maybe? I forget what street it was, but Highland, there's a house on Warren. Just off the top of my head, there's like 5 or 6 properties that are on my list of things that need to be knocked down. And there's funds available in the budget every year to do that. And so we're moving forward with that. You guys submitted a letter concerning annexing properties that currently have city utilities. And so I took some time and looked at the legislative history. Back in '94 was the first annexation piece of legislation, which said there's a condition precedent to the extension of city-owned utility services would be to filing petitions for annexation. 99, basically, they passed saying that you can extend the water lines, and then any other services have to file their annexation petitions. 2007, we added contiguous properties, and then properties that aren't actually contiguous would just have to put some sort of deed restriction in there so that if they ever were contiguous, then they would have to file their annexation petitions. And I think that in general, the idea of what council is trying to do, generating income, bringing people in, is a good idea. There are several legal hoops, first of which some of these houses, and I don't know yet because I'm not done looking at it, but some of these houses were most assuredly plugged into the sewer prior to '94 when we originally issued this annexation. So there would be an argument that they are grandfathered in, and the language of the current statute says, or the current ordinance, anyone seeking services shall file an annexation petition. And so it's sort of like a forward-looking thing. It's not retroactive, anybody on. So that's, and then obviously the only services we provide are trash and sewer, and the statute or the ordinance allows or says that one of the remedies the city has is to shut them off. But as we talked a little bit prior about the MS4 and the EPA, shutting people off of the sewer system is probably questionable based upon the fact that you're not allowed to have a septic if you have access to a sewer system. So there's a lot of potential legal theories and legal arguments that I'm looking at and thinking about. and researching. So I guess my point in all of that is, I think annexation is a good process, but it's going to be a lengthy process, and it's going to require some cooperation among landowners. Forced annexation, especially because all of this, the last legislation was 2018, and I don't know that we've ever enforced it. So don't think that I'm ignoring it. It's just a lot to wrap my mind around. Mr. McKeever and I had a meeting because the ad hoc committee that was designed to talk about rules and procedures of council originally had Mr. Me from the prior council on it, and then through a oversight, Mrs. Vermillion was sitting on that council, although she had never been duly appointed. And so I have a couple step process of how we remedy that, which the first step what I would need tonight would be somebody to make a motion to add Mrs. Vermillion to the ad hoc committee for rules and regulations.
I'll make a motion to nominate Jenny Vermillion to the ad hoc committee for council rules and procedures.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. McKeever, a second by Mr. Myers. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And then finally, I feel like there's something else I was supposed to tell you or talk about, but I don't remember, so maybe next. Questions for me?
Yeah, I've got one.
Yes, sir.
You said you were gonna demolish some homes, and is there, you have any timeline on that? I've got someone asking that.
I have to put it in the newspaper for, I think I have to advertise for bids for 2 consecutive weeks. And then after that, it's sort of on the winning bid, their time frame. I imagine prior to the end of this warm season, we'll have my projects, the ones, the list I hope to have
Okay.
several of them done prior to like November.
Sounds good.
Any other questions for Mr. Herman? Mr. Mayor, would you like to give a report?
I don't have anything
Okay.
written, just that been gone for a couple days, and so I apologize about my tardiness, but it's, I made it.
Yeah, you did. 11th commandment, better late than never.
Hey, good.
All right. Ms. Schipper.
Thank you, Madam President.
I believe the statement of cash position was sent out earlier today, and there was a little confusion. You might have gotten 3 versions of it. Only 2?
I think I got 2.
Okay. Well, the first one went out without showing the month-to-date income and expense because somebody clicked on the wrong button. And then when that was discovered, she sent it out again, but hadn't realized or didn't think about the fact that we'd rolled over to August. So since it was August 1st and there was no activity yet, it wasn't showing the month to date for July. So she had to do it a 3rd time, and that one is correct. So I apologize for that, but it's been one of those days. You also have the income tax monthly comparisons and the revenue tallies to budget. And I do have one referral. I apologize for not having it written. Like I said, it's been one of those days, but this just came in today. The police department had proceeds of $1,800 from their bike show on Saturday, which they brought the funds, or wrote a check out of their 501c3 to go into the Police Explorers budget. And so we need to take care of that so that we can support our young explorers and get them some uniforms. And then we've also received a private donation for the K-9 unit. So I will need to appropriate that also. So I'll have that breakdown for you on Thursday night. And that's all I have.
May I have a motion to accept these referrals to finance?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Myers, a second by Mr. McKeever. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, and you also have the treasurer's report. May I have a motion to accept and file?
So moved.
I'll second it. So Spiegel, Sheriff.
I have a motion by
Okay.
Mr. Spiegel, a second by Ms. Sherrick. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Alright. And we do have a report from Chief Ossenheimer. In July 2022, police officers were involved in a total of 988 incidents. There were 150 traffic stops in which 18 tickets were issued. Of those tickets, 13 were for driving under suspension. 4 people were arrested for operating vehicle while intoxicated. Bless you.
Thank you.
Officers made 4 felony drug arrests and 3 misdemeanor drug arrests in February. Okay. Officers responded to 40 domestic calls, 2 overdoses, 7 assaults, 11 traffic crashes, 3 private property crashes, 37 vehicle lockouts, and 28 larceny complaints. And dispatchers handled 11 emergency medical dispatch calls. So may I have a motion to accept and file?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. McKeever, a second by Ms. Sherrick. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. And we have just a snapshot in your packet from Chief Schwemley regarding, these are emergency runs and the billing from those emergency runs. May I have a motion to accept and file?
Make a motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Potter, a second by Ms. Sherrick. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. May I have a motion to accept the service director, law director, and auditor's reports?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick, a second by Mr. McKeever. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Visitors' input regarding the standing and special committees and city official reports. Seeing none. Consideration of proposed legislation for the first time.
Excuse me. Proposed ordinance 29-2022, amending and supplementing ordinance number 54-2021, being the annual appropriations ordinance for 2022 by the creation of an opioid settlement subparagraph containing a general administration category containing a contractual services line item and declaring an emergency. Proposed ordinance 30-2022, amending and supplementing ordinance number 54-2021, being the annual appropriations ordinance for 2022 by appropriating from unappropriated general funds the sum of $2,095.36 to the materials and supplies line item with the police department category within the program 1 security of persons and program subparagraph, or excuse me, property subparagraph, further appropriating from unappropriated safety forces levy funds the sum of $30,000 to the material and supplies line item with the police department category within the safety forces levy subparagraph, further appropriating from unappropriated park and recreation land funds the sum of $13,000 to the personal services line item within the parks and playgrounds category within the park and recreation land subparagraph, further appropriating from unappropriated opioid settlement funds the sum of $4,037.15 to the contractual services line item within the general administration category within the opioid settlement subparagraph, and finally appropriating from unappropriated solid waste funds the sum of $15,000 to the contractual services line item with the solid waste category within the solid waste subparagraph and declaring an emergency. Proposed ordinance number 31-2022, amending and supplementing ordinance number 54, 2021, being the annual appropriations ordinance for 2022 by decreasing the current balance in the capital outlay line item by $50,000 within the street construction maintenance and repair category, and increasing the current balance in the materials and supplies line item by $50,000 within the street construction maintenance and repair category, with both the aforesaid line items and categories being within the street construction maintenance and repair sub-paragraph within the street construction maintenance and repair fund, further by $22,050 within, I missed a line?
Yep.
Sorry.
Further by decreasing.
Further by decreasing the current balance in the capital outlay line item by $22,050 within the sewers and drains category, and increasing the current balance in the materials and supplies line item by $22,050 within the sewers and drains category, with both line items and category being within the sewage and disposal subparagraph within the sewage disposal fund, and then finally by decreasing the current balance in the capital outlay line item by $22,050 within the storm water utility category, and increasing the current balance in the materials and supplies line item by $22,050 within the storm water utility category, with both line items and categories being within the stormwater utility subparagraph within the stormwater utility fund, and declaring an emergency. Proposed ordinance 32-2022, amending and supplementing section 133.07 entitled Auxiliary Police, under chapter 133 entitled Police Department, under title 5 entitled Administrative, under part 1 entitled Administrative Code of the codified ordinances of the city of Bucyrus, and declaring an emergency. Proposed ordinance 33-2022, amending and supplementing section 931.03 entitled Rates and Times of Payment, under chapter 931 entitled Garbage and Rubbish, under title 7 entitled Garbage and Rubbish, under part 9 entitled Streets, Utilities, and Public Services Code of the codified ordinance of the city of Bucyrus, and declaring an emergency. Resolution 226-2022, approving the application by the owner of 1050 South Sandusky Avenue for reinstatement of a non-conforming use for Crawford County permanent parcel number 08-0014843.000, which has been approved by the Bucyrus Planning Commission pursuant to the authority granted in section 1151.05 entitled Discontinuance, under chapter 1151 entitled Nonconformities, under title 7 entitled Zoning Administration and Enforcement, under part 11 entitled Planning and Zoning Code of the codified ordinance of the city of Bucyrus, and declaring an emergency. Proposed resolution number 230-2022, amending and replacing resolution number 205-2022 as it pertains to the splash park, to authorize and direct the Bucyrus Public Service Safety Director on behalf of the city of Bucyrus, Ohio, to advertise for bids and to enter into a contract or contracts not to exceed $190,000 with the lowest and best bidder or bidders for the splash pad project. Finally, to authorize and direct the Bucyrus City Auditor to draw a warrant or warrants and payment therefore from the appropriate appropriation or appropriations, and declaring an emergency. Proposed resolution number 231-2022, amending and replacing resolution number 205-2022 as it pertains to the splash park, to authorize and direct the Bucyrus Public Safety Service Director on behalf of the city of Bucyrus, Ohio, to advertise for bids and to enter into a contract or contracts not to exceed $49,999.99 with the lowest and best bidder or bidders for the splash park utilities. Finally, to authorize and direct the Bucyrus City Auditor to draw a warrant or warrants and payment therefore from the appropriate appropriation or appropriations, and declaring an emergency.
May I have a motion to accept these as the first reading?
So moved.
Second. I have a motion by Mr. McKeever, a second by Ms. Sherrick. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Any member of the general public may present their input or comments on legislation that's been read for the first time. Seeing none, consideration of proposed legislation for the second time.
Excuse me. Proposed ordinance number 26-2022, amending the traffic control map and file established by ordinance 2778 in sections 305 and 305.02 and 305.03 of the codified ordinances of the city of Bucyrus, Ohio, and adding additional signage, all as detailed herein.
May I have a motion to accept this as a second reading?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Wireball, a second by Mr. Myers, and all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Any member of the general public may present their input on comments and legislation that's been read for the second time. Seeing none,
Are we still closing the alley then?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Section 2, that the traffic control map of the city of Bucyrus as established by ordinance 2778 and section 305.1, 305.2, and 305.3 shall henceforth remove and close the one-way alley that runs from South Walnut to South Sandusky.
Mine just says
Mine-
remove.
yeah, mine says remove the one-way.
Okay. The one in the packet's correct.
Remove and close.
This is right out of the package, you just put it out.
I'll have to check, I may have accidentally put the wrong one in there. We did have that amended.
Right, that's what I was
Yeah,
asking.
the one that we have electronically is correct.
Yeah, now that I think about it, when I printed that off, I printed off 26, not the amended 26, so. The ones in the packets are correct, though, he's right.
Good catch, though, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, may I have a motion to accept this as the final reading?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick, a second by Mr. Myers. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Point of order.
Yes, sir.
Final reading.
Oh, my gosh. Yep,
I'm
I
sorry.
skipped.
We skipped that. We
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
skipped it.
We had already done
It was
the
Dan.
second reading. It was Mr. Wireball and
Kevin
Mr. Myers, and it was carried. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
All right, how about consideration of proposed legislation for a final time?
Oh, sorry. Proposed ordinance number 27-2022, amending and supplementing section 1157.02 entitled Official Zoning District Map, under chapter 1157 entitled Zoning District and Zoning District Maps, under title 9 entitled Zoning Districts, under part 11 entitled Planning and Zoning Code of the codified ordinances of the city of Bucyrus by the redesignation of the property located at Red Oak Court, being the southern part of Crawford County parcel identification number 440013888100 from the apartment residential estate district into the residential estates district, and also the area of 510 North Sandusky, being Crawford County parcel identification numbers 08001890001, 0800188988000, and 0800188990001 from the general business district into the downtown business district.
Right. Now may I have a motion to accept that as a final reading?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. McKeever, a second by Ms. Sherrick. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Any member of the general public who would like to present their input or comments on legislation that's been read for a final time? Seeing none. Moving on, referring back to the originating committee, proposed ordinance 26-2022 referred back to health and safety. Proposed ordinance, did I say resolution or did I say?
You said ordinance.
Okay. Proposed ordinance 27-2022 referred back to plating. Proposed ordinance 29-2022 referred back to finance. Proposed ordinance 30-2022 referred back to finance. Proposed ordinance 31-2022 referred back to finance. Proposed ordinance 32-2022 referred back to health and safety. Proposed ordinance 33-2022 referred back to service. Proposed resolution 226-2022 referred back to plating. Proposed resolution 230-2022 referred back to finance. Proposed resolution 231-2022 referred back to finance. Committee report on pending legislation. I'm gonna do this a little different since we have so many. Health and safety.
Health and Safety is favorable to proposed ordinance 26-2022, the Traffic Commission amendments as amended, and Health and Safety is favorable to proposed ordinance 32-2022, the amending the ordinance 133.07C, removal of Crawford County.
Plating,
Plating is favorable to proposed ordinance 27-2022, the downtown business district / apartment district. And plating is favorable to the proposed resolution 226-2022, 1050 South Sandusky, the chiropractic office.
finance,
Finance is favorable to proposed ordinance 29-2022, the new creation fund of the opioid settlement fund. Finance also favorable to proposed ordinance 30-2022, various appropriations. Finance is favorable to proposed ordinance 31-2022, transfers. Finance is also favorable to proposed resolution 230-2022, the splash pad bid. And Finance is favorable to proposed resolution 231-2022, the splash pad bid for the utilities.
service,
Services favorable for proposed ordinance 33-2022, solid waste rate increase.
all right, further consideration of pending legislation, ordinance number 29-2022. For the second, third readings of proposed ordinance 29-2022, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick and a second by Mr. Spiegel.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance 29-2022?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick, second by Mr. Spiegel.
Young.
Young, sorry.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Spiegel.
Yes.
Ordinance number 29-2022 is duly adopted. Ordinance 30-2022 appropriations. For the second and third readings of proposed ordinance 30-2022, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. McKeever, a second by Ms. Sherrick.
McKeever,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance 30-2022?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick, a second by Mr. Spiegel.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Ordinance number 30-2022 is duly adopted. Ordinance 31-2022, for the second and third readings of proposed ordinance 31-2022. Do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Spiegel, a second by Mr. McKeever.
No, I'm not a Ms.
Sherrick.
Oh my gosh. I think I need to retire. I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick, a second by Mr. McKeever. I apologize.
Yes.
Sherrick, Spiegel.
No,
No,
McKeever.
McKeever.
Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I think I need to retire. Sherrick,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance 31-2022?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Wireball, a second by Ms. Sherrick.
Wireball,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Ordinance 31-2022 is duly adopted. Ordinance 32-2022 for the second, third readings of proposed ordinance number 32-2022. Do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved. Second.
Oh, my word.
Potter.
All right, I have Potter and McKeever.
Potter,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance 32-2022?
So moved.
Second. Stick
I have-
with Spiegel that time.
I have a motion by Mr. Young, a second by Mr. Spiegel.
Young,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Sherrick.
Yeah.
Ordinance
Yes.
32-2022 is duly adopted. Ordinance 33-2022 for the second, third readings of proposed ordinance 33-2022. Do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick, a second by Mr. McKeever.
Sherrick,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers.
No.
Did you say no?
He said
Okay,
no.
sorry, just make sure. Wireball,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance 33-2022?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Spiegel, a second by McKeever.
Spiegel,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
No.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Ordinance 33-2022 is duly adopted. Resolution 226-2022. For the second, third readings of proposed resolution 226-2022, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
I have a motion by Mr. McKeever, a
Second.
second by Ms. Sherrick.
McKeever,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed resolution 226-2022?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Sherrick, a second by Myers.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever.
Yes.
Resolution 226-2022 is duly adopted.
Madam President,
Yes.
may we pause for a moment?
Yes?
That is everything you need now. You are done. Congratulations. Thank you.
Finally.
Thank you for your patience with us.
Thank you though, thank you.
All right, moving on. Resolution 230-2022 for the second and third readings of proposed resolution 230-2022. Do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Wireball, a second by Spiegel.
Wireball,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Sherrick.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed resolution 230-2022?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Young, a second by McKeever.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Sherrick.
Yes.
Did you say yes
Yeah.
or no? Okay. Spiegel,
Yes.
Resolution 230-2022 is duly adopted. Resolution 231-2022. For the second and third readings of proposed resolution 231-2022, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So,
moved.
second.
I have a motion by Spiegel, a second by Wireball.
Kinda. Yeah.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed resolution 231
Did we get Spiegel on the last one? Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
You're good.
We're good.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed resolution 231-2022?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by McKeever, a second by Potter.
McKeever,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Resolution 231-2022 is duly adopted. Ordinance 27-2022 for the second and third readings of proposed ordinance 27-2022.
That's a regular.
Two
That's just
regular,
regular.
yes, never mind.
We already read it 3 times. Just adopted.
Okay. So do I have a motion to adopt? Do I
So
have a
moved.
motion? Okay.
Second.
So I have a motion by Mr. Myers, a second by Mr. McKeever.
Myers.
Yes.
McKeever.
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Sheriff.
Yes.
Spiegel.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Resolution 27-2022 is duly adopted.
That's
I was
supposed to be
on a roll.
ordinance. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Ordinance 27. That was my fault.
So the-
Ordinance 27-2022 is duly adopted. All right. Do we have any old or unfinished business?
Madam President.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to request a meeting of the ad hoc committee Thursday as a special ad hoc committee.
Which ad hoc committee?
Council rules.
Council rules and procedures.
That will need notice, special notice.
You have to make
Got
sure
that,
you give
Megan?
special notice
Need special
When
notice
is
on
it?
that.
for this Thursday.
This Thursday. Okay.
At the
We have to do
conclusion.
it
At the
after or
con-
before?
After.
After?
So just special ad hoc meeting regarding council rules and procedures.
At the conclusion of the regularly
regular-
scheduled joint.
At the
committee
conclusion of
meetings.
the regular committee meetings. Anything else? Do we have any new or miscellaneous business?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to, I don't know what, I'm not sure what this goes into, car chargers, EV chargers. I've got some information from the one up here, and we need to start looking at how the community's gonna get some more of these in here. I don't know if it's through us or AEP or whatever, so I guess we'll have
Service?
Service?
service.
Public lands too. wouldn't it?
Well, it depends on where you put it. I think service.
Start with service
Start
and
with
see where we
service,
need to
yeah.
go from there.
Okay. So
Second.
we have a referral for service for EV chargers.
Kevin second.
Second.
Did you say EV?
So I have a motion by Mr. Wireball, a second by Mr. Myers. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, we have no one absent. So I have 2 referrals, finance and service. Are there any other referrals that I've missed?
Should have been 3 or 2 from finance and 1
Well,
is
2
service.
for finance, I apologize. I just kind of lumped them
Gotcha.
together. If nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. McKeever, a second by
Pick one.
Mr. Myers. We are adjourned at 7:48.
Eight.
Eight. Excuse council members.